so much more mild than a. If it would, get any of the smoke. There's no tar. There's no smoke involved in this.
But it's tobacco though.
No, it's not tobacco. This is something else. There's a number of chemicals. I researched them a little bit, and they're considered to be, generally.
Nicotine based though.
There's nicotine in the put in here. That's what you're smoking, and it's flavored to be tobacco, but it's not tobacco.
Right.
It's a flavoring from. I mean, you got to wonder how they make the flavoring. Why isn't that listed on the
ingredients? Yeah, it's glycol and stuff. Yeah, right. Or yeah. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell is that? What's glycol?
It's like vegetable oil, like not oil, but glycerin. It's related to glycerin, right? It's that weird, sweet, non-oil, oily looking stuff from plants. That you can.
I don't know who's sitting around
make tinctures out of, and then apparently now burn. Yeah, it's an intriguing industry. I don't really understand.
I mean, we're over here sitting around, campfire. Not that people who aren't involved in the chemistry of making those things, in the chemical laboratories, whatever, wouldn't be sitting around this fire. But I mean, we just don't know how things are made, or who's making them, or anything.
Thing, no.
Yeah, we're
not
just sitting here utilizing
not
things.
The juice.
We're just here using things.
True. Mostly. I'm trying to make some stuff up too.
I mean, do we need to know about how everything is made and what it comes? It would be good if you did, because then you could make choices about things. Say, I'm not going to purchase this simply because it's made on the backs of children in the third world poverty-stricken nation.
Right.
Right, you could say that.
Mm-hmm. You could.
But, I mean, I don't think we do that too often. There are a lot of people who are kind of don't go into Walmart just because they don't like the quality of the people who are in there, 78% of them. But they want to say they're doing it for ethical reasons. I think they're just afraid to go into Walmart. And I think it's an excuse, when they make this ethical fucking excuse. At least for some people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I see both sides, or 3 or 4 sides of the argument, I guess, really, but
right.
I have a lot of
opinions
about Walmart. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite Walmart moments was one time I ran into my mom at Walmart, and she was like, well, I felt criticized. She didn't really actually criticize me. That was just the fucked up story I told myself. But she said something like, oh, shopping at your store, in that kind of downgrading way, because we've had the discussion of, like, there's people who shop at Walmart, there's people who shop at Target, there's people who shop at Kmart, And my mom is more of she's probably an old school Kmart shopper, maybe, more, but if there were such a thing anymore, but not really. But anyway, she was shopping at Walmart. That's how I fucking ran into her there. But she was like, oh, fancy running into you at your store, like it was because I'm a Walmart shopper, and not her. But yeah, it was at Walmart where she said that. So it was the ironic.
Well, I mean, I buy some stuff at Walmart.
I shop there. I got shit for it just like a night or two ago.
I don't buy any clothes there. I tried buying
I buy clothes there even. I buy all kinds of shit there. I don't know.
The clothing.
I have the movie about why you shouldn't, but
really inferior clothing.
Well, it's not my favorite place to buy them, but I do. I just boued some socks there.
Levi's. So. I mean, this is like.
I don't get my jeans there, but I get socks and underwear there sometimes. So it just depends. I bought my belts there, so.
I'm just telling you that there's all sorts of fake Levi's out there.
Sure,
I mean,
of course.
I think that J.C.Penney is carrying the real Levi's.
That's where I used to go get my Levi's when I switched to Eddie Bauer lately, even though they rip on.
But I mean, they're $75 a pair now.
Yeah, I find them on sale. They go on sale for $30 or $40, but yeah, they are. But they look They look better on me than
Well, then there's
doing
real material.
No, they're super thin. These, Levi's are, yeah.
Yeah.
These are super thin, not real. They're like stretchy girl material. But yeah, Levi's are. They last 3 or 4 or 5 times as long because they're actual good denim.
Yeah.
And double stitched and all that.
Double stitched and everything.
Mhm.
Yep. Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I grew up on them Levi's, man. And I used to get them at the men's shop and at JCPenney's. So it was the last places that I could find them reliably, you know.
Right.
JCPenney's had the most good selection.
Well, there's 30 different
But then I decided
kinds.
to wear girl pants for a while. Man, they're so much thinner and colder. That's why girls are always all vulnerable and scared and pathetic because they're like
cold. They're
fucking
all
their clothes are
unprepared.
all thin and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? Doesn't make
Ripping
any
off of them.
That doesn't make sense, does it?
It does.
No.
When I put it like that.
No, I mean that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense to live your life that way too. I mean, if it's cold, wear long underwear and some big pants.
Well, I do both. I'm pushing the border now, but I got my good coat on, and yeah, I got a lot of silk long
I mean,
the joy of
unless you're
silk
on a
long underwear.
constant prowl and trying to always be picked up, And the thing is, why can't you always want to be on the prowl and be picked up in a big bulky fucking outfit?
Exactly. I can do that too. And no, I like being comfortable in all kinds of. No, I went to that cannabis awards show in my old Levi's paint pants, all stained up and bulky
And I
because I
respect
forgot.
that.
I didn't even think about it, and I just went down there, and then I was like, it was a black tie event. Everybody was all dressed up and glammed up and taking pictures, and I was like, oh well, I guess
Here I
Here I am in my paint pants. It's all right. It didn't bother me.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to be. I mean, you can't be that way all the time because otherwise people start, people. I mean, you will then be flaky, and but I mean, once in a while you can be free to miss the social prerequisite or whatever, and just be. I did it a couple weeks ago. Stayed up all night. And I was all jacked up, and it went out for breakfast all jacked. Thank God I didn't run into anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I go out in public pretty rough, quite often. But I also trying to be even in my own home. Just because I work at home alone, I could go, and I have gone like years without without ever getting dressed up or putting on any makeup or anything. And then it's been nice since I've been performing on stage and on video. I've been trying to take the time to, not all the time, depends on what I'm doing, but some of the time, like, bother to put on some makeup or get dressed right or, a little bit of fucking effort. Clean up the trash behind me in the shot. Not always at all, but sometimes. I'm still doing rough, unedited, unscripted stuff, but I'm getting ready to try some editing too.
There's something in recording the rawness that is valid.
I like it, yeah. But I want to do both. I want to try my hand and some editing now that I've been studying it for a while. But in studying it, I've learned that there's a fuck ton to it. It's a lot of work, and it's probably going to be a long learning curve for me because that's just kind of how I am with that kind of thing. I tend to want to rush things and shortcut things, and then it doesn't lead to the best. Sometimes it's great, but
Right.
It's not great editing necessarily. Right? I'm getting better at it. Slowly.
Right. Well, everything is step by step. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I got very discouraged on Friday night, last night, whatever night it was. Last time we so-called practiced, and I had a day of thinking about the whole thing. Um, and I mean, as long as you guys are still game, I'm going to keep trying to move forward with the idea of getting better and actually being a band. I mean, I'm just gonna keep moving forward until I get kicked out of the fucking band.
No, that's what we got to do, man. I mean, that's what it's all about is getting better, and I think you have gotten better. It's frustrating when you just walk off, and I know it's because probably things I don't know about, and then also
well, you can't know my mind. You can't know my mind.
No, of course.
I mean,
that's all I'm trying to say is like we all have our moments where we're not where we want to be, and the important thing is to get up and try again, keep doing it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, well, I mean, we actually did play. I recorded a song or two that we did. I mean, you should hear this recording. 18 minutes of us talking and going back and forth, and I wouldn't say it's humorous.
Oh, believe me, I have a lot of those recordings.
Yeah. I mean, it's us, and it's like, oh fuck, I know this conversation. It's sitting there, it's like, oh, this is we always have this conversation. Every time we get together, we have this conversation.
You're too fucking loud. Yeah. You're too loud. You're too loud. Shut up. That one? Or a different one?
Yeah, no, that's one of them. That's one of them.
Yeah, we could come up with some better conversations. Work on some more original stuff.
Yeah. And just relax a little bit. Everything's been like, the last couple of practices have been too there's like, I feel pressure. To
I don't know why you're feeling pressure. I've been real laid back. I feel like we're getting, too fucked up too fast, and me included, but to really be at a good level, I don't know. But, I mean, what's the pressure from?
I don't know. Everyone's a drummer, I guess.
Well, everybody's a guitar player, too, but that's valid, because they're lessons. Everybody's a singer, too, like... You gotta show them why you're the chosen one.
Right. Thank you for making it really humorous. That was really funny. I've heard it in a while.